A sunset with an array of reds and oranges, sweeter than any rainbows. A dark night's full moon, more pearlescent than any oyster's greatest treasure. Beautiful things I just named there, right? Yes, of course they are. But none more beautiful than that of a woman's face. I have come to the belief that there is no such thing as an ugly woman. Young, old, green, purple, doesn't matter. And yes, it can be said that I have perhaps spent an inordinate amount of time gazing into lovely female faces, so much so that I have come to another belief. That as all little girls are princesses, as evidenced in that movie, A Little Princess, what do these girl princesses grow into when they become woman? That's right, guys. As all little girls are princesses, all women are goddesses. We here at the Milky Bear 360 have a countdown of especially foamy content on tap for you. We will be discussing 5 living goddesses sharing air with us right now. Take note though, for the purposes of this top 5, we will be focusing on women of some note. Because even though you are a goddess and your Aunt Becky is a goddess, I do not know them. So allow me to focus on women of some fame. So in no ascending or descending ranking, here's 5 of them. We are going to begin with goddess living amongst us. Number 1, Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett is goddess of the beauty classic. There is absolutely nothing unpleasant about Angela Bassett's face. Everything lies on her skin bones as it should, enshrined in all of that creamy complexion underneath all of that divine emotion. Angela Bassett's beauty is reminiscent of classic Hollywood, a Katharine Hepburn or a Joan Crawford, timeless, regal, eternally graceful. But let us not forget the elephant, or shall I say donkey, in the room. For one look at Angela Bassett's silhouette and that ass profile, and you know for sure that her boogie is for real. Angela Bassett is goddess of the beauty classic and the queen of bass. Forget that treble, girl. Angela Bassett, I salute all of your goddessness. Let's now talk about goddess number 2 on our list, Robin Wright. Robin Wright is goddess of the beauty secret. We all knew as soon as we saw her on that little soap opera that could called Santa Barbara that she was a goddess amongst guppies. Kelly Capwell was too small for her. It's no wonder that Robin Wright has played some iconic roles in her time. She was Princess Buttercup, Jenny from Forrest Gump, and Ma Flanders, a certified 90s screen legend. It's also no surprise that she plays damsel in distress so well, for there is some sparkle behind that blue eye and that fragile in the blonde that is almost covetous, because we all know that those features will make a man risk anything to rescue her. But therein lies the secret behind the sparkle, that power behind that Cupid doll walk of hers. And if you've seen her as Claire Underwood on The House of Cards, you know what I mean. There is a boss bitch hiding underneath that fragile blonde and blue that may make a man regret believing that his big macho arms are any match for her quiet power. Robin Wright is quiet combustion. She is what the blonde bimbo stereotype aspires to be. The goat of the blonde and the blue, and the goddess of the beauty secret. Robin Wright, I salute your goddessness as well. Number 3 living goddess sharing air with us today, Lisa Bonet. Lisa Bonet is goddess of the beauty cosmic. There is no doubt and otherworldliness to Lisa Bonet. She was the first to make being a space cadet cool and gorgeous on The Cosby Show, and always seems to carry a certain divinity about herself. Her eyes, like a seal's, have seen 1,000 lifetimes and have known 1,000 sadnesses. Therefore, it would be sacrilege to utter falsehoods in Lisa Bonet's presence. Now, as you'll see with all of the women on this list, they seem to have enviable love histories. Angela Bassett with that ravishing rogue, Courtney B. Vance, Robin Wright with that Sean Pensity pin. Well, Lisa Bonet is no different. She had Lenny Kravitz, one of the hottest dudes, writing and singing love songs about her. And when that union came to its natural end, she upgraded to a god amongst men, Jason Momoa. Only a fucking goddess could do something like that. Now, there are some women stellar enough to have their coochie colognes ran through lab trials and clinical testing to have it sold on the shelves of capitalistic markets. All I'm saying is Lisa Bonet would not need any lab experimentations for me to get a little bit of that Pussy perfume from her. All she'd have to do is drop down and spread eagle. And I'd let that juice drop on me raw honey like from her. I don't know, gals, but I would much rather have a Lenny Kravitz song written about me. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Lisa Bonet, you are the goddess of the beauty cosmic, and I salute you. Number 4 goddess on our list goes to Rachel Weisz. Rachel Weisz is goddess of the beauty dreamy. It is very easy to get lost in the fairy tale fancy of Rachel Weisz's face. Those dark amber waves, those dark bright eyes that always seem to have a question in them, those eyebrows. But it's also that voice of hers. Now, while all British women seem to sound just like their male counterparts, Rachel Weisz's voice is the lone one that tempers British austerity with softness and finds femaleness in the syllables. So in addition to the voice, it's the alchemy of her face that makes it very simple to get lost in her dreamlike qualities. Rachel Weisz, it's no wonder that James Bond should have wed you. You are the goddess of the beauty dreamy, and I salute you. We're going to end this list with goddess number 5, Beyonce. Yes, Beyonce. Now, I thought it might be cliche to have Beyonce on a list of goddesses until one local beehivian reminded me that to run afoul of being a cliche and you're not even 40 years old, that kind of makes you larger than life. So of course she gets her props and goddess roses. Beyonce does Bambi eyes like a 60s starlet wishes she could. Her only rival in the dough department is Prince. Her skin is a stroke of Monet with hints of Rembrandt. And that voice, to be as clear and beautiful as it is, must mean it stems from some enlightened light deep inside of her. Beyonce is coconut and butterbeer. She is that whiff of memory and mystery on the midnight breeze. Goddess of the beauty exotic, Beyonce, I salute you. And there you have it, 5 living goddesses that should give us a lot to talk about. But let's not just stop there. Let's join in the comments and talk about what we are goddesses of. Because yes, I'm a goddess too. Let me tell you what I can do. I can sniff out the hint of lime in a Sierra mist from 3 clicks away. I can look at your kneecaps and tell if you are lactose intolerant. Blindfolded and nose folded, I can tell the difference between a croque monsieur and a croque madame with no bra on. That makes me goddess of the beauty calorie. What's your goddess beauty house is of? Tell us below. But don't leave this video without giving us here at the Milky Beard 360 a like, a subscribe, and a share. And I'm going to catch you with some more foamy content a little bit later. Bye, you goddesses. I'll get to you gods too, because men are gods too. Yes, you are. Bye.